who spends as much time behind the
Hey, this
scenes
is our show.
as she does in front of them. I'm talking about Kate Jackson from the Scarecrow and Mrs. King. Yeah.
You know, along with all the hard work comes a reputation for being hard to work with. Tonight she'll talk with Marilyn Beck about the price she's paid for doing things her way.
Just picture, quiet please. Action.
It was a typical day on location of Scarecrow and Mrs. King when I visited Kate Jackson. Lights were being set, cameras moved into position. Kate's co-star, Bruce Boxleitner, was rehearsing a gunshot scene. Kate was being rushed into makeup, and the stuntmen were staging a fight sequence. But somehow, in the middle of all this chaos, I managed to talk to Kate about what some say is her reputation for being difficult.
Kate, interviewing you here on location is really
They should see what's already gone on.
It's craziness. Kate, you have not just sat back and recited your lines. You've been very active in it, I know,
yeah.
And sometimes you've paid the price for it.
I think actually before this show, when I had ideas and spoke out, I paid the price. I think this year I've had ideas and spoken out and gotten the wonderful rewards. I've seen things, seems to me, get better and better and better because of a joint effort, because it is such a thing that we all contribute on. It is such a collaborative effort.
I remember you told me once that if a man is really dedicated to his job and makes suggestions,
He's a perfectionist.
If a woman does it, she's difficult.
A witch.
That's right. So that's the price you pay.
Yeah.
You gonna change?
Nope.
Admittedly, Kate does have a lot of say-so about the direction of the show. Some say she had much to do with the exodus of production people at the end of the first season.
You've gone through quite a few, or several at least, changes in staffs.
Yeah, we eat them up.
But no, seriously, even the ratings were good. But you still
yeah,
wanted
but the
more.
shows weren't as good. I thought the audience was loyal and staying with us in spite of some real weaknesses that at least I saw.
Kate's never been one just to sit back and meekly follow orders. In the late 70s, as a star of Charlie's Angels, she often made suggestions to the producers about how they could improve the show. The result? Kate's option was not renewed. Kate now says that was okay with her.
Well, I was unhappy because I was frustrated. I really wanted to make it better. I thought with Charlie's Angels that you could let the girls do for 5 years and then get 3 new girls in. It could go on like bonanza for 20 years. It was great, but as soon as you start to sit back and say we're a hit and we can relax now and we don't have to be good, they'll watch us anyway, it doesn't work. And I felt that I had learned as much from that experience as I could and that I had served it well. And it was just time to move on.
She attempted to move on to big screen stardom. She made 3 films. None were successful. Then she starred in a TV movie with husband Andrew Stevens. That also failed. At the same time, there were difficulties in her personal life. She and Stevens divorced in 1980 after 2 years of marriage. 2 years later, she married New York businessman David Greenwald. Now that marriage is also over.
When you and David Greenwald separated, you told me you had no time for yourself, let alone anyone else in your life.
Yeah.
Do you think it is possible working as hard as you
I'm
do?
sure it is, because I want to have 2 children.
Do you?
So it has to be.
You haven't given up.
Never. I won't give up.
Nevertheless, Kate continues to spend 14-hour days working on her TV show. However, at 37, Kate is apprehensive about her success and is reminded of what one celebrity said about fame.
I can't remember the whole quote right now, but the beginning of it is fame separates you from life.
You really believe that?
I believe it does if you're not very careful to keep things in perspective and if you try very hard not to let it. All I want is the relationship that'll make the 2 babies happen. That's all I want. It's just a small little thing.
So, is Kate Jackson difficult? There are some people in Hollywood who'd say yes. Kate would say that such a label is the price one pays when one is determined to see that things are done well.
Now, Kate was so determined to make the series Scarecrow and Mrs. King a success that she didn't let a serious injury postpone her filming. In fact, early in the series, she pulled all the ligaments in her foot, but that didn't stop her. She went to work in a cast. Hey, the show must go on, right? Right. When we come back, a man of the